What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Second Street Marvel. It is Wednesday, July 10th, 2019, New Comic Book Day. And you know what that means? That's right, it's time for my comic book pull list. Thank you all so much for tuning into the Second Street Marvel today. Now, please make sure you're subscribed, click the little bell, and all of that good stuff. I'm going to be doing a giveaway very soon as we hit 300 subscribers here on the channel, so you better make sure that you stay tuned to the end of the video to see how you can get entered into that contest. Now, in case you weren't here last week, I did have a contest going on for a digital copy of Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider issue number 10, and the winner of that contest was Curtis YZ. Or is it Curtis? Curtis? Either way, please get a hold of me in my About section here on the channel so I can get your information, or just message me so I can get you the code for this digital copy. Congratulations, Curtis. You are the winner. Now, in case you don't already know, every single Wednesday new comic books are released at your local comic book shop, along with trade paperbacks and graphic novels and just other kinds of goodies that you can find there. If you don't have a local comic book shop near you, you can always purchase them online through digital services like Comixology, Marvel.com, DCComics.com, just all the different platforms usually have their own apps and sites that you can go to order their comic books digitally. But if you have a local comic book shop near you, you should get out and support them. My local comic book shop is Bases Cards and Comics in Lancaster, California. Awesome comic book shop. They've got like action figures, sports cards, magic cards, just all kinds of different goodies. But you should stop by on like Instagram or something and give them a like, give them a follow. I would appreciate it, and I'm sure they would appreciate it too. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get into my comic book pull list this week. For my first issue, I've got Weapons Plus issue number 1. Now you can see there on the cover, look at that sick cover, bro. Woo! Wolverine, Captain America, you can't beat it. Weapons Plus, I haven't read it yet. We're going to see what it's about. The next issue I have here is Wolverine versus Blade, issue number 1. Now, this is a one-shot book. I've heard good things about this one. If, like I said, you need to get out to your local comic book shop and buy this one, and be careful, because you can see right there that this one has mature content. So basically, it's probably might be some cursing, but I doubt it. More than likely, it's blood and violence. The next one I have here is Invisible Woman, issue number 1. I'm not really big on Fantastic Four or anything. You guys can see that I don't pull it, but this is a number 1. I'm just guessing this is probably going to be a limited edition series, 5-6 issues. I'm not for sure. If you know about that, let me know down in the comments below. But like I said, it's an issue number 1. We'll see how the series is. But plus, look at that cover. I mean, that cover, it's a pretty cool cover. So I guess we'll see how that one goes. The next one I have here is Tying Up the War of the Realms Omega issue number 1. This is just a one-shot. This book is basically going to just be closing up the whole War of the Realms arc and everything that went on in the story, and it's going to be telling about what's going to be going on in the Marvel universe going forward, because I do know there are some new issues getting ready to come out. Like last week, we seen Arrow came out of the War of the Realms. We've also got Swordmaster getting ready to come up, I believe, next week. It might be the next week after that. And then obviously there is a new Loki series getting ready to start as well. So this book is gonna it's gonna kind of close all that up and tie it up in a nice little bow, and send us off into the future, because it was getting kind of old with all those tie-ins, just everything out of order, and we're at the end. The next one I have here is Black Cat issue number 2. I did really like the first issue. I mean, it kind of done what it was supposed to, set up the world and introduced us to the characters that we needed to know for this story, which, if in case you've ever read any Spider-Man or anything, you know who Black Cat is and Felicia Hardy and what's going on with that. But I did like the first book. Had a couple of different stories in there, some different artwork. We're gonna see how that goes into this next issue. The next one I have here is Symbiote Spider-Man issue number 4. Now, I believe there's only 1 issue left in this. I could be wrong there. I believe this is only 4 out of 5. There might be 6, but chances are it's only 5. It's been a good series so far. I've liked it. It kind of takes place basically after Spider-Man gets back from Secret Wars, when they're out in outer space and everything. He got the symbiote outfit, just kind of how his life has been changing since then. pretty cool book. I can't really complain about it. Now I know you guys probably seen a video I did a couple of weeks ago called The Saturated Spider-Man, where, yeah, I mean, honestly, I mean, I've liked the books and I didn't complain about that. It's just there's an awful lot of Spider-Man going on, so, you know, there's that. But other than that, it's this series has been pretty good. All of the Spider-Man series has been good. Just there's a lot of them. Amazing Spider-Man issue number 25. Now this is a super thick book. You probably can't see that here, but I believe this is it says right on there 60 pages. 60 pages of Spider-Man. Not that we haven't had enough of them, but I can't wait to read this one. Nick Spencer's been doing a good job over there at the Amazing Spider-Man, writing it. As you can see, Ryan Otley is there on the art, and I'm telling you, I like his art, man. Ryan Otley, love it. Keep up the good work, dude. I wish they would stop rotating you out, bro. I really do. Marvel, stop rotating Ryan Otley out. Let him have this book monthly. This needs to be his book that he's drawing, okay? I'm telling you. Moving on, we've got X-Men. This is the Uncanny X-Men. This is a reprint of the very first issue, a facsimile edition. So you can see right there when you go and flip through it, it's going to have basically all the same ads and everything as it did originally when this first released in, gosh, I don't even know what year it was released in. But yeah, this is just a one-shot book. I mean, you guys have seen recently they did the Incredible Hulk 181 and just some of the other different ones as well. I think last week was the New Mutants. So the next one I have here, these are actually two of them, and I've told you guys about these before. These True Believers issues. These are classic tales, okay? Classic tales for $1. You cannot beat this. You can't beat that price for these classic tales that are just $1. Okay. Now, sure, they're not going to be worth what these originally were when they released or anything like that. But for $1, if you're not into reading comics, you want something to pick up just to read, you know, kind of maybe get into comics. $1, you can't beat it right there. I mean, plain and simple. That's all I have for my Marvel this week. The next one I have is going to be a DC title, and that is Hawkman issue number 14. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have been reading this series. I've started picking this one up on the suggestion of Comic Man Jake. Oh, and you can see this is the part of the Year of the Villain, the offer. Okay. I did start picking this up at the suggestion of Comic Man Jake. I've actually really liked the series. I jumped on issue number 10, which was a weird spot too, so I read 10, 11, and 12. Weird spot to jump in on the book, but I just jumped in anyway, read it. I really did like those issues, and I actually took those issues and went ahead and sent them to Comic Man Jake. I know he was actually getting ready to go on vacation, so he stopped doing his pull list for a little while. I sent those to him because they probably fit in his collection a little bit better than mine. But then issue 13 started, and it kind of started the beginning of a new arc for it, and plus the cover on it was absolutely sick, done by Inyak Lee, and I thought it was good. Or is it Lee Inya? I don't know. And honestly, I'm probably butchering your name, and I'm sorry, but art is sick. The cover was awesome, but I can't wait to read this one. I've really been liking the Hawkman series. Now, the next one I picked up is an independent book. It's not on DC or Marvel, but it is an issue number 1. I heard some people talking about it, so I had to check it out for myself. But that's Reaver issue number 1. I honestly don't know what this book is about. It's an issue number 1. It's on an indie label. It's on Image. So it's a smaller press book. I'm gonna read this book, see what it's all about. Hopefully it's good, and hopefully I won't be disappointed. Like I said, I've been trying to dip my toes a little bit more into some of these indie books, and I think I've only found one that I've read that I'm just like, I didn't really like that. And it's not that it was bad. It's just like, you know, this kind of wasn't really that original. The next one I have here is something I probably wouldn't normally get, and probably I might not get another one, but that is Grimm Fairy Tales. Now, this is the swimsuit edition. Now, I actually picked this one up because when I was a kid, books like this is kind of like what inspired me to want to become an artist and want to draw. And I've never really talked about that here on the channel much, but I am an artist and I do draw. But you can see there on the cover, like this particular one, what I like about it is, you got this beautiful woman here on the cover, and then you see she's got that missing eye right there and that little scar. Ooh, it's just cool. You know what I'm saying? But plus, I just like the art there. Like me, I'm a pencils guy. I like doing all pencils, but you can see it's got a little bit of story in here, and then you start flipping through there, and it's just like a swimsuit edition of Sports Illustrated or anything like that. I picked this up because it's what I liked when I was a kid. It's what inspired me to draw. and so I guess it was kind of for nostalgic reasons. And if you ask me, I'm okay with that. And just to show you guys, like, this is something that I actually drew when I was God, I don't even know how old I was. I might have been 18, 19, but it's this is actually a picture of Jenna Jameson. I'm not gonna lift it up any higher than that because then I might have to make this only for adults. But yeah, that is a picture of Jenna Jameson I drew completely freehand, all pencils. That's just what I like to do. There's other things, and maybe I'll show some more of these later on down the line. Like even this one right here I did. It's Goldie Hawn. This was actually from the cover, I believe, of, what was it, that movie Banger Sisters? So yeah, I don't know. Just some stuff that, I like to do. Been an artist. You guys have seen, if you follow me on social media, on either Facebook, Twitter, or anything like that, I've been kind of posting some pictures of just some of the different things that I do. I make cakes. I do all kinds of stuff. Like right now I'm going through, I'm also like an endurance athlete, so I'm going through doing this Tour de France challenge, riding like 50 miles a day for the next 21 days. It's pretty crazy. But anyway, that's all I have for my comic book pull list today. Thank you all so much for tuning in. But before I let you all go, let me know what's on your pull list. What do you have that you pulled from your local comic book shop that you're going to be releasing this week? And also, if you don't have a comic book pull list, what of these issues would you like me to talk about more on my show, The Trailer Park Live? Now, in case this is your first time here, I do a live show every single Friday night called The Trailer Park Live, in which I go over some of my comic books that I pulled for the week, and then I get in and interact with all of you viewers in the live chats. It's always a very good time as we talk about just things going on in the news with movies, music, and comic books. Always a good time every time you guys show up. You guys, the viewers, are what make that show. Thank you all so much for tuning into the Second Street Marvel today. Now, as I said, I will soon be doing a giveaway for a free, or for a copy. Of course it's going to be free. It's a giveaway. For a copy of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. To get entered into that, all you got to do is be subscribed and leave a comment in this video or any of the videos going forward until we hit 300 subscribers. Thank you all so much for tuning into the Second Street Marvel. You all have a very good day. Now, if you could, please make sure you're subscribed. Click the little bell so you get notifications anytime I've uploaded new content. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't, you can always give it a thumbs down. I honestly don't care. But what you should do is make sure that you share this video with a friend and invite them to come hang out with us here on the Second Street Marvel. You all have a good day. Have a great rest of your week. Happy reading, and we'll see you on Friday on the Trailer Park Live. Later.